Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are live from Reno, Nevada.
Reno.
Took a little tripsy.
Cross state lines.
Yeah. Fucking in the biggest little city in the world, I guess they call it.
The Sin City, as we could, with our 20 massage parlors we've passed.
Dude, for real. There's nothing but sin around here. Big ass billboards on the freeway. It just says like pleasure. Fucking, what does it say? It's like,
What was the libido one?
yeah, there's a sex shop with a theater in it. I don't know what that means. I was trying to like look into it to see exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Jaime was saying it's like some theater where they like watch adult films and touch themselves at the same time, but I don't know.
Who knows?
That's kind of revolutionary.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure it was popping back in the 80s, you know?
yeah, it said it's been open for like 50 years and they're shutting their doors now. But yeah, they have like big ass billboards for like sex shops and stuff, like right on the freeway. They're just so open about it. Gambling everywhere too.
Gambling. Like, we went to a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
There was a gambling table.
You can gamble at the bar. Like in the bar, there's like screens where you can play poker.
And then we went to a Save Mart, or a market. And there was gambling in
There's
the
like
market.
slot machines in a grocery store. Like just
Like,
by
so
the door.
random.
What the fuck is that? Like, do people actually do that shit?
But so what have we done so far on this trip?
I was gonna say, what do you think of the city before we get
Oh,
into that?
okay. I think it's nice. It's really dead. Like, we keep
Yeah.
walking and driving, and like we don't see people like anywhere. So I don't know what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on. Even like the biggest thing we saw was when we went to the snow. I think it's a nice city. I think it's like has a lot of like different like touristy things, you know?
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool going around, and I like how there's nature too. Like, if you best of both worlds, you know?
Yeah. I think it's like a pretty cool place for us because we always do like naturey shit and we hike and like we went snowboarding and we played some tennis, but like cool ass scenery and stuff. But I feel like the city, like, I feel like it's more meant for like fucking gambling and sex and shit like that, and we like didn't explore any of that.
And like the air here is crisp.
Yeah,
It's crisp as shit. Like, you could tell that you're up and like fresh. That's what it feels like. It feels very fresh here, which is
Yeah.
nice, you know?
You could tell it's like old, like this neighborhood. You could tell it's been around since like the 1920s.
Yeah.
But dude, we got this Airbnb for $25 a night.
25.
25. We each paid 60 for two nights.
60 for 2 nights.
It's pretty crazy.
So
it's a nice ass place.
And it's
too.
really fancy, really like up to date,
Yeah.
really nice.
And look at this stew with the
yeah,
with
we
the
did
lights.
this. We installed this for this place.
Yeah, we bought it at the Save Mart with the gambling stuff.
With the gambling. After we won in gambling.
Yeah, we would.
I know we're kind of tempted to go gamble and try to make our money back, but I think it's just gonna be in like a rabbit hole and just more money loss, you know?
Yeah, we didn't spend that much money actually.
Yeah.
We went snowboarding, which was pretty expensive.
That was probably the biggest
Went snowboarding yesterday. How did you feel about that? It was Jaime's first time. I've been
Yeah.
snowboarding for like 10 years, but how did you like your first time?
It was like scary. It was definitely nice to have someone who knew what they were doing, you know?
I coached the shit out of you.
He
Dude.
coached me good for free.
My voice is like a little bit gone because I was just yelling like shoulders, hips,
Yeah.
dig in, just fucking.
And like when I was getting things, it was super fun. Like, you felt like you're flying, like
Yeah.
gliding. But then when it was like you're falling and you're kind of scared and you know you're gonna fall and you're going too fast, like, that's super scary. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
fuck, it kind of takes the fun out sometimes. But I think like you just have to trust, like, enjoy that process too.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jaime did way better than I thought he was gonna do. Like, because I've seen you on a skateboard and it is not pretty.
Yeah.
Like-
I know. And I was telling Chris before, I was like, I have awful balance. So like,
He was doing really good though. Like, I coached him a lot, like, before he even went on his first like little hill, and he like perfect, didn't fall or anything. Like, went down and stopped.
Yeah.
Like, perfect.
yeah, that's
What
crazy.
the
I was like,
hell?
oh shit.
You're wearing your beanie that says acid drop on it,
Mhm.
and this guy that was working there, he was at like the top of the chairlift. And what did he say to you? Like, how did that conversation start?
He's like, oh, like acid or something. And I didn't even hear him really that one. I was like,
You're just like,
oh,
oh yeah.
yeah. And then he's like, they just kept talking about it. He talked about like his trip and like how he went snowboarding like on acid. And I've never done acid, so I'm a poser. And
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, bro, that's gnarly. Like, just how like going on.
You're like, I have to try it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna try it next time. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know how to snowboard. Yeah.
What if he would have invited us over to his cabin and been like,
Let's do
you
acid
guys
there.
should come and fucking we'll do acid and I don't know, walk the strip. What do we do?
Dude, I don't think I'd do it.
I don't think I would do it.
I would just be too scared. Like, I don't
The
even know you.
audience, sorry, we leave it tonight.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm on a sobriety. I give them like the chip they give us.
the fucking 2 years or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, sorry about that, bud.
But what else do we got?
Well, how do you feel about the city? Do you like it?
I like it. I feel like, I don't know. It's like so many different things at once. Like there's nature. It's beautiful. There's like snowy mountains like out of our windows here. But then it's kind of like I don't know. A lot of people who live here from like the little research we did like talk a lot of shit about it. Like it's kind of like another Modesto where it's
Like
kind of
people don't really like it.
like a shitty city. I guess their reputation for the locals is like the city's kind of just like run down and sketchy.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool for a getaway. It's only like 3 hours from home. We're going to go on a little hike after this. We check out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, literally, it's a short podcast today.
Yeah, be a short one.
15 more minutes.
We're kind of tired, too. We wanted to take advantage of this backdrop, though.
Yeah, what do you guys think of
This
this?
is tight.
This is sick, huh? And we don't even have all the lights on. It's like half on.
Yeah. Oh, Jaime got COVID. That's a good topic.
Yeah, I got it like a little over 2 weeks ago or around there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was trash, dude. It sucked. Like, I felt like shit. I like called out of work, and then like I got tested. I did a like at-home test just like to like, I don't know, like get me going to go get it tested, and that one was positive. And I was like, okay, like let me go get a real one, and then that one was positive. So I was like, fuck. And I was just feeling like shit. Like my body was aching. It was like a lot of like head pressure. It's like my throat was hurting. All that stuff, you know.
The crazy part is that we were all together. Like we went on a hike the day that you figured out you had COVID.
Yeah,
like
like the day
that
I
night
was
you were
like,
like, oh, dude, I feel like shit. And then you test yourself the next morning, and bam, you're positive.
Yeah.
And me and you shared drinks like multiple times. You drank out of my hydro flask, and you spit your fucking sunflower seeds into it. And I kept forgetting, and then I drink out of it. So it's like, for sure, like,
yeah, it was bad.
your COVID was in me, but somehow I didn't get it because I'm just fucking.
You guys are that boy. No one got it. Like literally all our friends, like they're testing and stuff, and
Nobody
no
got
one felt
it.
bad.
Yeah.
No one. There's people tested negative, so I was like, what the fuck? It was
And
just
we
me.
all shared pizza. And your like drink. You
Yeah,
got a drink,
I got a
and we all
cider,
sipped it.
and we all shared that. And
Fucking nothing. That's crazy.
yeah,
That's actually
guess
crazy.
you guys' antibodies are just different.
I think it's. I said this like a million times already, but I think it's because you work nights and your immune system's like so compromised.
Yeah, honestly, at that point, my body was so frail because I hadn't slept. I was
You
like
don't
super
sleep
tired. I
enough.
was just like, oh, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I think that day was really bad too. Like I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna go initially to the hike. Remember?
Yeah, because you had to work that night and you didn't even sleep at all.
And I had a 12-hour gap.
God, between shifts, right?
Yeah, so I was like, dude, I have no time, but I still did. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, because then you guys waited for me, remember?
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah.
I wonder if I still would have felt
Do you
like
think
shit
you've
after.
learned anything like from that? Like, are you gonna try to sleep more, take care of yourself, or are you
really.
just gonna keep
going. I mean, until I get a new position, you know.
Do you think it's because you got J&J?
I don't know. Maybe I haven't got because I haven't got a booster yet.
Yeah, same
So,
here. I have
I
to
don't
get
know.
one in like the next couple
Yeah.
days because I start school.
Shout out Isalda. She like sent me like links to it just when I
the
got
booster?
COVID. She's like, okay, just wait a little bit till you're recovered and then go do these. So I was like,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah. I don't really want to get the booster. Just like I'm gonna get it, but I'm like, fuck. I just don't want to go through like that. Like, my arm hurts.
Yeah.
Fucking, I feel like shit.
Yeah. What if dude? If I feel sick again, like I don't even think you. I think I had to call in work sick. Like they're not
Yeah.
like, oh, you're getting a booster. Here's a
Yeah.
couple extra days off. Like,
Dude, it's
You know?
crazy too because I've been off work for like 2 weeks now. It just gets like a slow after the holidays, so they don't schedule us. And fucking, I could have totally taken advantage of my days off because like it's the perfect time to get the booster, and I just didn't. You know, because I wouldn't have to do anything. I could just like lay in bed or whatever. But I haven't done it. I'm in Reno. So.
I know. I haven't worked in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Because
Paid
I've been-
though.
Yeah, paid.
Uh-huh.
So I'm chilling. But it sucked because my first 2 weeks I was just quarantining. You know, I was so
Yeah.
bored. Like I had days off, but I wasn't doing anything. Then I
Dude,
extended a few days.
The amount of TikToks you sent me in those fucking 2 weeks, off the charts.
And like they're like 3 different times of the day. Like in the morning, they're in the middle of the day, at night. Like
Dude, I know you were bored because the genre of like TikToks was just like all over the place. You literally sent me like some gnarly ass like gruesome videos, and I'm like, dude, you're like in the deepest corners of the internet right now.
I know, like
Like,
I'm,
what is
clicking,
happening?
I'm like clicking For You page into the For You page. Like,
Yeah.
this rabbit hole of just. Dude, yeah, it was so boring. I don't know. I didn't know how to keep myself entertained. Like, I tried to walk a couple times, which was nice.
Mhm.
But I didn't do anything like as good as I could have. Like I didn't read. And I
Yeah.
didn't, like, meditate or like
Yeah, you
take
could
time.
have taken
you know?
advantage of it,
I was
but
literally just like jerking off and
Screen time.
Dude, I jerked off so much. Sorry guys. Like literally like 3 times a day because I was just like.
I feel like that's what being sick
like,
is for,
after
though.
a little bit, I'm like, okay, like I don't know what else to do, you know?
Dude, I just remember like in like middle school and high school, those days when I was actually sick and I wouldn't go to school, dude, just jerk off sesh like all day. Like I'm talking like 3 times a day.
Yeah, because like you'll do something for
What
2
are you
hours.
gonna do? Everybody's at school. You can't talk to anybody. You know,
You'll do something for like 2 hours,
home alone.
and then you're like, okay, there's like a gap. Then the gap, you just get horny.
Yeah.
You
What else
know?
do you have to do?
Then another 2 hours pass, you do something, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
might as well.
Dude, so I remember in high school, this is how guilty my conscience is and like how afraid I am to like break the rules. I would stay home sick because like I had a little cold, but I remember we had just started like track season and they're like, you guys can't miss a day. Like attendance is like mandatory. And my dumbass, I was like, dude, I have to go to track practice. And I did that like once or twice where I like didn't go to school, but I still went to practice.
Yeah,
what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
like,
just stay home. Like
such
they're
an
gonna
idiot.
been like, oh, you're sick. Okay.
I'm so glad I feel like as I get older, I get more like, dude, like if I'm sick, I'm sick, you know?
Like just stop overthinking and just
Like,
take time for yourself.
I still get paranoid to call out of work. Like I just feel bad and I'm like, I don't want to call out. Even when I am like dying, like I'm hella sick. And I'm just like, oh, I don't have any more fucking sick hours. But it's like, then my mom, I told her, I was like, I already called out like 2 times this month. And she's like, dude, you think they're going to fire you? I'm like, they're not going to fucking fire me, dude. Like,
They're really not. They're not
they
even like,
need me
Chris,
so
sit
much.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking bitches.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I'm at Frito too, because we're so understaffed that like,
Oh my God.
they're
yeah.
just like, even if I'm late, bro, my so my partner's really mean, and I'm
Oh,
late
yeah.
like a few minutes every day now because
Mhm.
I'm just tired, and she's like, okay, it makes sense if the people before me complain because I'm taking over them, so they can only leave when I get there,
Yeah.
right? So if I take a little longer, they could be like, hey, like, could you come in early?
Mhm.
But they don't say anything. They're not tripping. They just dap me up and
Mhm.
tell me what I gotta do, and they leave. Like, and they're staying over. But my partner is being so annoying. She's like, so like they haven't told you anything for being late, like, you
Oh
know?
my God.
She asked me that like 3 days in a row
Is that
because I was
anal
late.
about it?
Yeah, and I was like, no. And she's like, oh, okay, well that's not right. And I was like, dude, why do you care?
Yeah.
Like I'm not even on your time. Like you're
what
fine.
do you benefit from
Like literally,
trying to
yeah,
control
exactly.
me?
She's just so annoying. And then, she told me once. She's like, well, I talked to, and it's like one of our managers. Like I talked to one of our managers about it. I was like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like, what are you on?
Oh my
like,
God, bro.
Like we're so understaffed. We're both going through it.
Yeah.
Like you're tired. I'm tired. Can we just be in this together? Like not against each other. You know?
I got a couple stories for that that I have been thinking about. I have a couple people at work like that. First of all, same level as me and everything. They're not my superiors,
Yeah.
but they try to control like everybody. Okay, I work at Kohl's, right? I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just gonna say it. And sometimes I get scheduled to take the Amazon returns, which is like the chillest job for a lot of the time because like you just chill there on your phone. You're like your own little like station over there, whatever. Hella secluded. All of us have the same experience. There's this one coworker we have. She does like the online orders and stuff, right? When people order online orders, she has to like run through the store and get it and like in a really quick amount of time. So she's like busting her ass and we're like there. When it's slow, we're like chilling. When it's busy as fuck. But we take advantage of those slow periods, you know? And she'll walk by and if she sees us on our phone, she'll be like, hey, why don't you look for those troubles we can't find? It's like the items people have ordered that they can't find in the store.
Oh.
She's like, hey, if you're not doing anything, you might as well like look for that, you know? And then I'll look where they're at and they're like across the fucking store from me. Like, dude, I can't just leave fucking this area, you know? And I also heard that saying, and everybody has that experience, dude. It's like, what is this? Who does she think she is?
Yeah,
you know?
it's like, just relax.
And then I heard her once too. I overheard this. I was in the break room and I think I was leaving or I was on my lunch or something. And she and this other guy who also was like working like alongside her, they were both like clocking out, right? And he like walked in, which is what I do. I walk in, I go to my locker, I fucking do everything I need to do.
Yeah.
And the last thing I do before I walk out the door is clock out. Because I'm going to get that extra 30 cents.
Oh, yes,
you know?
yes, exactly. Dude, I use the bathroom. I'll go walk around.
Yeah.
I'll go sightseeing. And I'm like, all right, clock out. Like, I'm getting paid. Dude.
Sightseeing.
Like, an extra 10,
Dude.
15 minutes, bro, is like so clutch.
Ain't nothing better than taking a fat ass shit before you clock out. You know?
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to do this
On
at
your
home
phone,
anyways,
just-
you know? Like,
Yeah,
just
might as
pay
well
me.
get paid for it. And as you might expect, this guy not clocking out until the last second, she clocks out like right when she walks in the door, you know? And then does everything she needs to do. And she told him something. She was like, Carlos, you have to clock out right when you get back here. You can't go to your locker first. She told him that. I'm like, bitch, like, what?
What do you want?
Relax,
Like, it's not
dude.
even out of your paycheck.
Yeah, relax, bro. And then another story, last one.
We got too much time.
I was in Amazon again. Same spot, chilling. And
Cozy.
like all I do is work in customer service, which is hella hectic and stressful and like I hate it. And they put me in Amazon, right? Chilling, eating. It was like a fucking Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Like nobody's there. And I was just on my phone shamelessly, like just on it. I didn't give a fuck like who walked by, nothing. And one of my other coworkers, I was like, I don't think she'll snitch on me. Cause like she actually really likes me. Like she always compliments my work and stuff. And she had walked by me like 3 times, and I didn't give a fuck. Like, usually I'll try to hide it if it's somebody I think might snitch on me. She was like on the border, so I was like, I don't know. And sure enough, she fucking came back like 10 minutes later. She's like, hey, our manager wants you to like work on this since you don't really have anything to do. And I was like, okay, did she snitch on me?
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, whatever. I was like doing it. And then the manager like came over to me and she's like, hey, don't be on your phone if there's like people who are gonna snitch on you around. Like, she straight up told me, she's like, dude, like, you know who's gonna snitch on you. Like, just don't be on your phone because then like we're all not gonna have our phones. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why do people do that? Like, you make me not want to come to work even more. You know?
It's like we all don't want to be here.
Exactly. And why are you making it more miserable than it has to be?
Exactly. Like
what do you benefit?
You think Cole's the man?
You think
gonna
Mr.
come down
Coles?
here?
Exactly.
He's gonna give you a fucking raise.
Exactly, dude. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a fuck about you. We get 24 hours of sick pay a year.
A year.
And that's it.
Because that's all you get sick for.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably cut it off then.
Oh, you did say 11:52.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's a short podcast, but just trying to bang one out because we're here.
We were going to do it at night one of these nights, but we've just been so fucking tired because we've been like on the move like literally
we've been
every
doing
single
a lot,
day.
And a lot of active stuff too, so it's been nice.
We're going to have a video coming out of this trip probably in like next week, I would think, from whenever you see this.
Yes.
But yeah, we got some clothes to pick up, a stove to clean.
A stove to clean.
That shit's oily as fuck.
Oily,
It's so
bad. It's down bad.
Oilier than your fucking face after a night.
After a night. Just a night because you're fucking oily as shit. All right, guys.
All right.
Well, have a good Christmas.
Thanks
we'll see you
for
guys next time.
thanks for tuning in. Later. We're going to go to massage parlor.
Yep.